All right. Today, again, is the 9th of August 2023. The time is 20 past 11, 20 past 9 at night. As I've indicated before, these learning units are done for my studies. If you happen to listen to this or to watch this learning unit, I'm not intending to teach anyone anything. It's just for my studies. It helps me when I'm doing my revision. So please don't make any comments. You can just scroll and move on. I'm not a lecturer. Thank you. Learning Unit 4, Families of Law and Legal Cultures. Learning Unit 4, Families of Law or Legal Cultures. There are many different legal systems in the world. In this learning unit, we will be dealing with the South African legal system as part of our world. Legal order consists of different legal systems. Learning outcomes. After you have worked through this learning unit, you should be able to identify the criteria used to classify different legal systems into legal families or cultures. Name and discuss the most important features of the different legal families. Provide examples of legal systems that belong to each other, to each legal family. Explain why the South African legal system is known as hybrid mixed legal system. Setting the scene. The Van der Merwe own a caravan. Every December they take their caravan to a caravan park in Palito and spend their holiday by the sea. If it rains, which it often does, they amuse themselves by playing cards inside the cozy caravan. One of the favorite card games is called Happy Families. This is a card game for 4 players. The game is played with a pack of 54 cards. Each card represents a member of a family. The family members are the father, the mother, the daughter, the son, grandfather, and grandmother. There are 9 families in the deck pack of cards. 5 of the 9 families are the baker family, the butcher family, the gardener family, the shoemaker family, and the grocery or grocer family. All the Baker family members can be recognized on the cards because they wear a white baker's hat. Each member of the butcher family wears a striped red and white apron, and the gardener family members are all wearing green gardening gloves. The shoemaker family all wear shiny brown leather shoes, and the grocer family can be recognized by their black overcoat. It is a custom in the Van der Merwe household and in the family household for Carol to shuffle the cards. Marty usually deals the first game. He deals each player seven cards. The winner is the first person who manages to collect cards that make up two complete families. This is done by buying, selling, and discarding, getting rid of various cards during the game. Discussion. Classification of legal systems. Okay, we can think of the example, we can think about the simple game of family, of happy family in another way. We can see it as representing the different types of family in the world, different nations, different cultures. Perhaps we can say that the simple game of happy families reflects the reality of cultural diversity in the world. In other words, it is a reminder of the fact that the peoples of the world are made up of a lot of different cultural groups. We have been in this card game how certain characteristics serve to identify certain groups. We saw how the Butcher family is identified by a striped rotary apron and the Baker family by a white baker's hat, and so on. In the same way, each different cultural group in the world can be recognized by its particular way of life. We can speak of a Greek culture, an Italian culture, Jewish culture, or an African culture. We even see how Greek legal system reflects the Greek culture and how the Italian legal system reflects the Italian culture. In fact, the different legal systems have what we might call a cultural stamp. Over the years, various scholars have suggested standards we should use or criteria of grouping together, classifying the different legal systems in the world into families or legal cultures. For now, however, we shall mention only some of the criteria that have been suggested for the purpose of grouping, classifying. System and unique of a particular system. This refers to the sources of law within a particular system and the importance of weight that different sources have. A philosophy, system of beliefs, or ideology on which a particular system is based. For example, we could say that the system of values in the Western world is based on the rights of the individual, and that the system of the value in African system is based on the rights of the community. Economic elements. These are important, for example, if we must decide whether a particular legal system belongs to the socialist family or the capitalist system, because these systems are based on certain economic theories. legal families. If we use the above criteria, there are other criteria. Remember, we said that we would only mention some criteria. We can identify different legal families. We will limit our discussion to the following legal families: Romano, Germanic or civil law family, Anglo-American or common law family, socialist family, religious family, indigenous family, hybrid or mixed family. Romano, Germanic or civil law legal family. Some of the legal system grouped within the Romano-Germanic or civil law family are the French, Germany, Dutch legal systems, Roman law or Roman legal science played a very important role in the development of these legal systems. Thus, we can say that the part played by Roman law is the most important characteristic common to legal systems within this group. Anglo-American or common law legal family. The legal system in England and in America belong to the Anglo-American and common law family. Australia and New Zealand also belong to this family because they were colonized by England, who brought its legal system with it. One of the most important characteristics of the legal system belong to this family in case law. While these legal systems were developed, the decisions taken in court cases were recorded. The decisions are of the utmost importance and form part of what we call common law. Socialist legal family. The legal system is the former Union of Soviet Socialist Republics (USSR), and Communist China belongs to the socialist family. The development of these legal systems, like other legal systems, have been influenced by various historical and political elements. The socialist system of beliefs ideology is based on the principle that the law is there to serve social and economic policies. In other words, social and economic policies come first. The part played by the doctrine ideology of Marxism, called Marxism because it was founded by Karl Marx, who was the founder of modern communism, is an important characteristic of socialist system. Religious legal family. This group includes Islamic, Hindu, and Jewish legal system. In general, these systems have the origin of religious sources like the Quran or Bible. Indigenous legal family. These groups include African customary indigenous law legal systems. In this grouping mainly comprise unwritten customary law. The focus of these systems is on the community. Hybrid and mixed legal family. A very important grouping which we believe forms a separate family or category of legal system is the grouping of hybrid, in other words, mixed of various parts or mixed legal systems like those found in South Africa, Scotland, and Sri Lanka. Let us now consider why our own South African legal system is classified as hybrid or mixed system. You'll remember that we explained in Learning Unit 3 that the South African legal system is made up of various parts. The first part is Roman Dutch law, and we gave you the historic reasons for this. We explained that the Roman Dutch law, which was applied in the early days, of the Cape settlement, had strong Roman basis and is part of the civil law tradition. An example of this in South African law is the law relating to servitudes. Another part of South African legal system is English law, which became part of South Africa's system after the British occupied the Cape in 1795 and then later in 1806. Therefore, our law has certain common law features typical of English law. For example, with regards to our rules of procedure in private and criminal cases, much of our law related to companies has come from the English law tradition, and as mentioned previously, we see evidence of the common law tradition and the importance of decided cases and the precedent system. Finally, is African customary indigenous law, which forms part of the indigenous legal tradition. We have told you already in Learning Unit 3, the African customary indigenous law was initially not recognized as part of general South African legal system. It was a special law which only applied to indigenous African people. It did not form part of our common law. Now, however, it has been recognized by our constitution, and the court must apply it where it is applicable. African customary indigenous law now truly forms part of the South African system. Furthermore, when interpreting the Bill of Rights, our constitutional court has referred to African value system and to the concept such as Ubuntu. We have no doubt that the influence of the African customary indigenous value system will be an important element in future legal development. Activity 4.1 in the diagram that follows, name the most important features of the different legal families. In the case of each legal family, gives example of some legal systems that belongs to the family. Give reason why South African law is classified as hybrid system. Okay, legal families. Just go straight to feedback. Okay, we have Roman Germanic civil law. All these systems have strong Roman base, since Roman played a very important role in their development. Example, the French, Germany, and Dutch system. Anglo-American case law. Okay, socialist, religious, indigenous, mixed hybrid. Okay. All right. I think we're done with this page. We're done with learning unit 4.